中を振り返って、本当の真眼を持って自分の身体を眺めていただければ、その悟りの上でことごとく神岡の歴史がことごとく地の中に流れているんですよ。身の内にあるんです。数百億万年の昔も未来もやな、現在そのまま二軸の身の内に一台のうちに営んでいる血液の血行である。この全ての限る体内の全ての相だことと、これは神の歴史を物語るものです。でこれがあいつ要するに一口に言うたら、まあ皆世界を和をさしてやな、仲良くいって、この非常にダブルの建設こそ合気道の巣なんだ。まあ仲良くしようじゃないかとは、こういうなんか敵がない無抵抗主義になってくるわけです。けれど無抵抗主義の中には潜んでるのは大なる抵抗主義ですよ。みんなを言うことを聞かせて、一見一見残らずこれを行わして、本当にこれええことを上島のじいが教えてくれた。ありがたいと喜んでもらってこそ上島のじいの価値があるんです。
Aikido, heaven and earth are the training grounds. There is no end to the path of training. One's whole life is a period of training, and a path which has no limit nor end. Therefore, we who pursue this path should fill our hearts with the great love of heaven and earth. We should train with the loving protection of all things as our mission, and remember the true martial arts path to complete this mission.
A student of several martial arts and a follower of many rigorous disciplines from his early childhood, devoted great energy and knowledge to the creation of Aikido, the martial art of love, not warfare. Instead of imbuing in its followers a desire to win over other people, Aikido cultivates a love for all things through training and striving towards self-perfection. On the basis of its precept that the mind controls the body, Aikido teaches that one must master spiritual laws that produce a state of physical and spiritual unification in which all deeds are possible. From this state of unity, universal love is born. The power arising from unification of body and mind is called ki. This exercise promotes relaxation. The name derives from the similarity of the movements to boat rowing. If when executing this exercise, you keep your spirit concentrated in the single spot in the lower abdomen, though your opponent pushes you from the back or the front, he will be unable to budge you. Once again, throughout the exercise, it is vital to keep the spirit concentrated in the single spot in the lower abdomen. This is true of all Aikido exercises. Without this concentration, your exercises will be incorrect. Whether the movements are forward and backward only, as in the Zengo Undo, or in 8 directions, as in the Happo Undo, you must always face in the direction in which you are moving. This exercise an opponent who is advancing toward you. Tekubi Kosan Undo. Though it seems simple, this exercise helps develop a posture from which your opponent cannot move you, either upward or to the rear. It is most effective because if you tense them, your opponent will be able to move you as he wishes. After raising your arms to the side, you crouch slightly. The crouch movement is used in throwing an opponent. Udefuri undo, the most widely used move in Aikido. This exercise serves to pull your opponent into a circular movement created by your body. The center of the circle, your body itself, is stable. Consequently, the swing of your arm Ushirodori undo. This exercise is used to throw forward an opponent who attacks from behind. When your partner has seized both your wrists from behind using this movement, it is possible to throw him forward over your head. Ushiro tekubi tori undo. This move is used to step the side of and to throw an opponent who is gripping your wrist from behind. Unbendable arm. This is a fine example of the way the spirit can control the body. First, tense your arm and have your opponent try to bend it. He can do so easily. Next, relax your arm, but concentrate on sending your strength 1,000 miles forward. As long as you maintain this mental attitude, he will be unable to bend your arm. Anyone can do this. From lifting you. Stand with your body tense. Your opponent can lift you with no trouble. If, however, you relax and concentrate in the lower abdomen, even a man stronger and heavier than you are cannot raise you from the ground. If your ki is flowing forward powerfully, you have this much strength in your little finger. Do not try this often. The slightest carelessness can lead to a broken bone. A calm spirit in the direction of the flow of ki can make a great difference in a person's power. Practice exercises for two people. Do not force your partner. Instead, you should both cooperate and lead each other as you maintain strong outpourings of ki. The person whose ki stops for even a second will be thrown. Always turn your head in the direction in which you are moving. Practice falling. First, falls to the rear. When standing from this exercise, keep your body and face turned forward. This prevents an opponent from being able to push you backward. Falls forward. A strong outpouring of ki and concentration of the spirit in the single spot in the lower abdomen are vital to this exercise. Keeping your body rounded protects you from injury even when you have been thrown hard. If you keep your spirit concentrated in the single spot in the lower abdomen, you will not be dizzy when you stand. Sayu undo with a partner. An opponent attacks with an ikkyo, lead him first. Then throw him with this move. Do not let your ki stop flowing, or your opponent will throw you. Katate tori kokyu nage. Do not force your opponent down. Need his strength and throw him. This technique is a direct application of the ude furi undo. This posture is bad because it is unstable. To correct it, concentrate your spirit in the single spot in the lower abdomen and think hard that your opponent's strength is flowing there too. You will then be as stable as a rock. Even should your opponent move you, you need only walk away. Complete master of your own actions. Do not pull your right arm. Instead, making the flow of your strength agree in direction with his and drawing a large circle with your index finger, lead your opponent around. After you first lower your hand, raise it again, and continuing the circular movement and pointing your finger at your opponent's forehead, force him over backward. This is a basic move in leading your opponent. Do not throw him. Help him to fall. A few words of explanation about the use of ki. If you simply hold the stick, this happens. If, however, you concentrate on sending your strength to the tip of the stick, your partner cannot push it toward you. The same is true of your wrist. When your strength is flowing to it, your opponent's power has no effect. Only when you have mastered this theory and its practice can you successfully lead an opponent. Use of the feet. Force will get you nowhere. Use this technique to lead and down an opponent who has moved to you for an attack. Katate tori kotengaeshi. You cannot force his arm back, but if you hold his left hand, extend it this way, and make a small circle in the direction of his fingertips, you will be able to move it because you are following the direction of his ki. Katate tori shiho nage. Here again, force is useless. The secret is to make your strength and his flow in the same direction. When that happens, turn and throw him. The throw will be easy, no matter how strong your opponent, if you move his hand directly downward in the direction of his own flow of ki. Since this is a Tenkan version, you must pivot behind your opponent before you throw him. Katate tori kaiten nage. In practice sessions, we allow opponents to seize parts of the body, but in actual combat, they seldom have enough time to do so. Katate tori ikkyo. Katate tori jiyu waza, or free techniques. Ryote tori tenchi nage. The name derives from the positions of the hands. The right raised as if supporting the heavens, ten, and the left turned down as if pressing on the earth, chi. When your partner has immobilized both your wrists, move whatever part of your arm is still free and lead him into a throw. The first of the tenchi nage shown was an irimi version. The second, a tenkan version. All Aikido techniques are divided into these two major categories. In the irimi, you throw an opponent headed toward you without changing the direction of your own body. In the tenkan, on the other hand, you first pivot from your opponent's line of attack and then throw him. If you try to force your opponent's hand back, you will find it too heavy to move. The secret is to extend it slightly first and then to push it. In the left hand movements of the tenchi nage, also extend his arm first. Do not try to force it. Ryote tori kokyu nage. Take up all the slack in the towel first, then pull it, and your opponent will move forward with it. The theory here is the same. Extend his arm to the fu. Turn your hips a little further, and he will follow. Once his arm is outstretched fully, he will fall, without your pulling him any further. Ryote tori shihou nage. Ryote tori three techniques. Katatori ikkyo. The move is from the hip first, not from the left shoulder. Correctly retracting the right foot is very important. This time, parry your opponent's hand before he can seize your shoulder. Ikkyo, three techniques. Nikyo. Although the pain in this hold is great, since you bend his hand and arm in the natural direction of movement, no harm results. Bend his wrist. If you are tense, you will be unable to pull him. But if you lead his key, he will follow. Either pin him or throw him. If you pull upward toward the shoulder, you cause your opponent great pain. When he gives the signal by patting on the ground, release him immediately. Yonkyo. Though apparently a simple move, this downward snap hurts your opponent a great deal. Katatori kokyu nage. Katatori free techniques. Tori ryote mochi kokyu nage. A powerful man holding your arm in both hands this way can prevent you from breaking away. Do not try. Move toward him instead. Do not move your wrist at all until your strength and his flow in the same direction. Circular movement. This position is ineffective. First, bring your foot in, then extend it again. Throw him in the direction of his advance. An application of the movement in the Sayu Undo. Extend his arms slightly. Turn his body in the opposite direction. And when his strength has drained away, throw him. This approach will fail. Extend his arm, stand, extend your arm, and throw him. Tenkan. Ryote mochi kotegaeshi. Ryote mochi ikkyo. Employing a circular movement, lead your opponent into a fall. Ryote mochi nikyo. Angular motion has no effect. The movement must be rounded. requires complete relaxation. 3 techniques. This technique is useful when an opponent attacks from the front. If he wants to strike, let him. But it must be the ground, not your face, that he hits. Completely relax your right arm and concentrate on putting all of its weight on its underside. Shomen uchi kotegaeshi. Shomen uchi ikkyo. Leading his fingertips in the direction of his own face, you force his strength to flow that way too, and consequently make it possible for you to move his striking arm back. This is an application of ikkyo undo, shomen uchi sudori. This reveals the bad effect of entering a technique with your face turned down. Look up and lead your opponent upward and off balance. Yokomen uchi shihou nage. Use the force his arm. Instead of receiving the full force of his strength, as in this shot, direct your ki toward him and force his strength to flow to the outside. Permit him to strike to the left, then step back to the left yourself. When you step back, you must not withdraw your ki. If you continue extending ki forward, your balance will remain steady so that you can stand on one foot. This is incorrect. Foot movement. Yokomen uchi kokyu nage. 3 versions. Lead and throw him before his strike can connect with your body. Yokomen uchi kokyu nage irimi. Do not extend your arms only. This is an application of the ikkyo undo. Move your body till your right arm reaches your opponent's chest. You will then be completely safe from his strike. 胸突き小手返し。You may pin him from either a standing or a seating position. Turn your hips slightly. Get out of his line of attack. Attempting to block the strike, only assist him in hitting you with his arm or his foot. Extend his hand first, then swing it to the rear. Using no force, extend his arm, and then simply walk forward, bringing him with you. The same tactic works with an opponent armed with a staff. Munetsuki kaiten nage. Munetsuki ikkyo. Apply the same principles to an opponent armed with a pistol. By the time he shoots, you must be out of his line of fire. The same method against a knife. A slight twist, and you are clear. Against other methods of knife attacks. Disarm him immediately. This method will not work. This one will. The instant he thrusts, move beyond him. Munetsuki free techniques. Unless you lead him in the direction in which he wants to go, you will be unable to lift him. Kotegaeshi. Extend your arm as far as possible, and your hand will slip free easily. The same thing is true when your opponent grips your hand from behind. Retracting your hips is vitally important. Let your opponent move behind you, but immediately lead him forward again to prevent his kicking or striking you. Let him move to the front, and then throw him. Free techniques. Ushiro hijitori. Constantly pouring forth ki, lead your opponent upward. Ushiro katatori kokiru nage. Movement is impossible from this posture. Step back on your left foot. Shift your weight to it. and then walk forward. Force will not get you where you want to go. Draw up all slack, and when you can move no farther, twist your hips. You will then be able to rotate to the rear. The technique is much easier if you are moving when your opponent reaches you. Free techniques. Movement to the side is impossible from a hold as tight as this. But you can twist your arms inward and outward. Turn them outward first, and as you rotate them inward again, raise your opponent's body. This is an application of Ushiro Tori Undo. Lean forward and throw him over you. When your opponent grips you at the elbows so that you cannot twist your arms in and out, take advantage of the bend in your arms. Bend them still further and pin his hands to your body. You then become the man in control of the situation. Ushiro ude tori kokyu nage. Thinking of your arms as nails. Bow forward, and using your hips as a crowbar, draw your arms free. You must face down. Kubishime. Since raising your opponent forcibly by the elbows is difficult, first lower the elbows. Then, pressing his hand to your body, bow and throw him. Should an opponent gripping you from behind have his knee in your back so that you cannot bow forward, brush his knee away with your hips and bow to the side. Katate tori kubishime sankyo. Tekubi kosa undo is important to this technique. You must concentrate on putting the weight of your arms in the backs of your hands. different method. Press his hand tightly to you. Crouch straight down. Then rise again, easily escaping from your opponent's stranglehold. Defense for women. A drug-soaked cloth has been put over your face. Press the cloth to you. Hold your breath for a brief while and break free this way. An opponent has seized your hair from behind. Do not try to break away in attempted abductions like this. First, go along with your attacker for a few steps. Then, using hip movement, break clear of him. Pinching. Pinching a large amount of the flesh is not too effective. Always pinch only a small amount of the skin. This causes much more pain. Our wrist techniques. If you grip the criminal's arm tightly, he can thrust it back at you and possibly break away. However, if following the principle of the unbendable arm, you press your thumb close against his arm from behind, making sure that no space is open between the two, and simply walk forward. He will have to follow you. You can then get a sankyo hold on his fingertips. If you approach the man you are to arrest from the front and attempt to take him head on, he could strike you with his right hand. Move by him first, and then turn to make the arrest. Extending your hand is permissible, but when moving in from the front, step aside so that you are out of the line of attack. This could happen if you try seizing him from behind. This is a good place for kotegaeshi. Against two opponents, one on each hand. Another throw. Three opponents. A typical training scene. Repeated, sincere, cooperative, and helpful practice among all partners gradually instills correct Aikido movements in the subconscious. Until a time comes when it is necessary to apply these movements, they will remain in the subconscious. To be able to perform Aikido movements unconsciously is the outcome of constant, repeated practice. Dosa. This is a basic exercise in emitting ki from the single spot in the lower abdomen, so that all of the strength of your body is available for any required action. The partner whose ki stops flowing for an instant will be thrown. Training with a wooden staff. Whether the training tool is a staff or a sword, you must concentrate on sending your ki to the very tip of it. When you change directions, your ki must change also. In other words, you must constantly send your ki along the full length of the staff. The staff will become a part of your body, and as such, is completely subject to your will. Then, you can move as one with the staff, and use it like your hands and feet. ability to control ki completely is the heart of Aikido training. The all-important element that enables you to deal not only with opponents in any number, but also with the countless problems confronting modern man. Suitable for children and the elderly, as well as for young adults, Aikido and its principles of spiritual and bodily coordination can ensure protection in case of emergency and develop good physical health, the fundamental basis for a brighter outlook for a happier future. This is Aikido.
Par maître Murue Ueshiba, il se présente extérieurement comme un ensemble de mouvements basés sur les lois naturelles du cercle de la spirale. Dans cette cassette, nous allons vous présenter toutes les techniques de base sur toutes les formes d'attaque. Les techniques de base sont exécutées avec un grand souci de rigueur technique. Aussi, en dehors des applications, chaque geste, chaque position de main ou retrait de jambe a son importance et doit être observé.
Ikkyo, omote. Omote est la forme positive du mouvement. Ura maintenant, ura est la forme négative, extérieure. En général, presque tout mouvement d'aïkido se pratique omote et ura. Nikyo, omote. Dans l'immobilisation de Nikyo, il n'y a pas de saisie au niveau des poignets. Nikyo là. Ikkyo, Nikyo, Sankyo, Yonkyo ont tous la même forme d'entrée, Ikkyo. Et c'est à partir de la forme d'entrée de Ikkyo que les changements de main interviennent. Sankyo, Omote. Contrairement à l'immobilisation de Nikyo, l'immobilisation de Sankyo se fait avec un changement de main et une saisie au niveau du poignet. Sankyo Ura. On peut également terminer le mouvement Sankyo Ura en faisant un contrôle du poignet au niveau du genou. Yonkyo. Dans le mouvement positif, la pression s'exerce sur le nerf radial. Par contre, dans le mouvement négatif, la pression s'exerce sur l'os radial. Gokyo est la forme de Ikkyo avec un couteau. De ce fait, un changement de main intervient et le pouce sera bien dégagé au niveau de la saisie. Gokyo ne se pratique que sur les formes négatives. Diverses applications sur Main-uchi et Shō Main-uchi. Application sur Shō Main-uchi, vitesse normale. Même mouvement Ikkyo négatif avec contrôle du coude. Avec changement de hanche. Katatedori Ikkyo. Katatedori est une saisie directe de la main. Même chose en tournant. De la forme Ikkyo, on passe sans aucun problème à Nikkyo, Sankyo, Yonkyo. Ikkyo avec Tenkan extérieur. Omote. Ura. Katatedori Nikkyo Ura. Ikkyo en passant sous le bras. Uchi Kaiten Ikkyo. Ayami Katatedori, saisie inverse du poignet, Nikkyo. La forme négative sur cette saisie ne peut pas se faire avec un contrôle au niveau de l'épaule. Le mouvement se fait donc uniquement autour du poignet. Même technique, vitesse normale. Ayami Katatedori, Sankyo Omote. Même mouvement, sankyo, mais en passant sous le bras. Uchi kaiten sankyo. Katadori, saisis l'épaule. Ikkyo, omote. On décompose le mouvement. Et même chose en tournant. Négatif. Deuxième possibilité pour le négatif. Katadori Nikyo Ura. Sans marquer d'arrêt au niveau de la demi, la main vient directement sur le poignet. Katadori Sankyo Ura. Les formes positives sont beaucoup plus simples, elles se font sur la même entrée que Ikkyo, et l'enchaînement technique Nikyo Sankyo Yonkyo est le même que sur l'attaque Shōmen Uchi. Yonkyo. Même entrée que Ikkyo, Nikyo Sankyo. Katadori Menuchi, saisie de l'épaule et attaque frontale. Ikkyo, omote. Sans attendre l'attaque, dès que le partenaire avance, entrez sur lui. Sankyo Ura. Forme de Sankyo. Le partenaire a lâché l'épaule. Même entrée, le partenaire ne lâche pas l'épaule. Katate Ryotedori, saisie à deux mains. Ikkyo. Ura. Même technique que sur Ayami Katate Dori. Nikyo Ura. Autre forme d'entrée à partir du Tenkan. Ryotedori, saisie des deux mains. Yonkyo. Extérieur. Komeuchi, attaque latérale. Ikkyo. Ikkyo ura. L'entrée se fait directement sur l'attaque avec la deuxième main qui vient au-dessus de la première. Même mouvement en application, entrée directe. Ikkyo. Deuxième forme d'entrée intérieure. Maintenant, la deuxième main vient sous la première. En faisant attention à ne pas trop descendre le bras de l'adversaire. Ushiro ryotedori, saisie arrière des deux mains. Ikkyo, avec retrait de la jambe qui est près du partenaire. Nikkyo négatif. Sankyo. Ushiro hijidori, saisie arrière des deux coudes. Sankyo. Attaque, Ushiro ryotedori. Katadori, saisie arrière des deux épaules, Ikkyo. Retrait de la jambe, Sankyo. Ushiro eridori, saisie arrière du col. Maintenant, on est parti du mauvais côté. Fondamentale de l'aïkido sur leurs formes les plus simples. Ayami katatedori, Ikkyo. Munadori, saisie du revers. Nikkyo. Ryotedori, saisie arrière des deux mains, Sankyo. Shomeuchi, attaque frontale, Yonkyo. Ayami katate dori, saisie inverse du poignet, côté ngaeshi. Katate dori, saisie directe du poignet, shihonage. Katate dori, ude kimenage. Ryote dori, saisie des deux mains, tenchinage. Katate dori, uchi kaiten nage. Men uchi irimi nage. Entrée directe. Même mouvement maintenant, mais en passant sur l'extérieur. Ayami katate dori, iliminage. Katate dori, différentes formes de dégagement, avec la paume de la main vers le haut, avec la paume de la main vers le bas, en montant les deux paumes de main, direct. Katate dori, iliminage, forme extérieure avec tenkan. Forme intérieure, uchi kaiten, en passant sous le bras. La main revient très loin dans le dos. Dori, iliminage. Vitesse normale. Mai Ryo Katadori, saisie avant des deux épaules, iliminage. Ce mouvement s'appelle exactement Sekumen iliminage, c'est-à-dire iliminage de biais. Très souvent d'ailleurs, on le nomme également Kokyuho. Deuxième forme d'entrée. Yokomen uchi. forme d'entrée. Shōmen-uchi. Même technique, éliminage direct. Chudanski, éliminage direct. Chudanski, attaque coup de poing niveau intermédiaire, éliminage forme classique. Quelques applications sur main-uchi, shō-main-uchi de l'éliminage avec contrôle du déséquilibre du partenaire. Katadori main-uchi, saisie de l'épaule et attaque frontale, éliminage. La main passe sous le bras qui apparaît la première attaque. Forme d'entrée classique. Ryotedori, saisie arrière des deux mains, en faisant attention à ce que la deuxième main ne soit pas saisie. Ushiro Ryo Katadori, saisie arrière des deux épaules, même mouvement, Sokumen, éliminage. Apparenté souvent à un Kokyunage. Katatedori, Shihonage, Omote. Ura, forme négative. Tenkan 180 degrés. Même mouvement en tournant. Avec une variante. Ryotedori, saisie les deux mains. Forme négative. Ayami Katatedori, saisie inverse du poignet. Omote. Ura. Ryotedori, en prenant les deux mains. avec la même entrée que Nikyo Ura sur cette même saisie. Quelques applications. Katadori Meuchi Shihonage. Le mouvement est circulaire et la tête va passer entre les deux bras ou encore sous les deux bras. Yoko Meuchi Shihonage. Omote. Même attaque, forme négative qui ne peut se faire que sur l'extérieur, avec une entrée très positive. Katadori, saisie de l'épaule, Shihonage. Là, aucun contrôle du poignet, tout se fait au niveau de la direction. Shomeuchi, Shihonage. Sur toutes les attaques shomen, le premier contact se fait avec la main de Hayami. Même mouvement vitesse normale. Autre possibilité sur Shomeuchi. La deuxième main va dessous. Troisième possibilité sur Shomeuchi ou Jodanski Shihonage. Vitesse normale. Ushirori Otedori, Shihonage. Ushiro Eridori, saisie du col, Shihonage. Tenchinage. Tenchinage signifie projection terre-ciel. Une main donc en bas et l'autre en haut. Même technique que précédemment avec Tenkan. Ryotedori Tenchinage. Forme négative. Yokomeuchi Tenchinage. Kotengaeshi. Kotengaeshi est un nage katamewaza, c'est-à-dire une technique de projection qui se termine par une immobilisation. Normalement, tous les mouvements Kotengaeshi doivent se terminer par l'immobilisation de Nikyo. La forme classique de Kotengaeshi sur cette saisie n'est pas possible. Donc on fait un kotengaeshi contraire. Gyaku kotengaeshi. Katate ryotedori kotengaeshi. La main passe au milieu. Chudansuki kotengaeshi. Shoumen uchi. Yokomen uchi. Ou encore en tournant continuellement sur l'extérieur. Maintenant sur l'intérieur. Dans ce mouvement, vous avez intérêt à tourner devant le partenaire. L'immobilisation de Nikkyo. Katate dori, uchi kaiten nage. Soto kaiten nage, forme extérieure, sans passer sous le bras. Katate dori, uchi kaiten nage, avec le tenkan. Même technique, forme négative. Shoumen uchi, soto kaiten nage. Forme extérieure. Chudansuki, soto kaiten nage. Jodansuki, attaque, coup de poing visage, soto kaiten nage. Katate ryotedori, kokyuho, forme positive. Négatif. Même mouvement avec le sens du sabre. Katate dori maintenant. Même technique à partir du tenkan. Sans relâcher l'intensité au niveau de la main. Katate dori, entrée de Ikkyo, et on passe à Koshinage. Les Koshinage sont des techniques de hanche qui sont intermédiaires entre la station debout et les techniques de Kokyunage. Ushiro katate dori kubishime. Ryote dori. Saisie des deux épaules. À partir de Jujigarami. Katadori Meuchi, diverses formes de Koshinage. L'entrée de Udeki Menage. Entrée de Shironage. Shōmeuchi. Avec saisie du col, le pouce vers le bas. Vitesse normale en bousculant avec la poitrine. Entrée directe. Jujigarami. Dans la saisie des deux poignets du partenaire, les pouces doivent être vers le bas et les doigts de chaque main vers le haut. Kokyunage. Diverses formes de kokyu sur katate dori. Sur Ryote dori, saisie des deux mains. Sur Shōmeuchi. Attaque frontale de haut en bas. Yokomeuchi. Attaque latérale. Saisie des deux épaules, le bras passe à l'intérieur des deux bras adversaires. Kokyuho, exercice de kokyu. Dans le contrôle, les orteils sont levés. À application sur diverses attaques. Shōmen uchi.